back to Domestic Violence Awareness Month. KGET is teaming up with the Open Door Network for a candlelight vigil here at Compassion Corner tomorrow night. Now joining us in studio with more, we have Eileen Parra, the Director of Client Services with the Open Door Network. Thank you for stopping by.
Thank you for having me.
So for someone who's new to town or maybe hasn't heard yet, tell us first about the work that you do at the Open Door Network.
So the Open Door Network is a local nonprofit here in Bakersfield where we've expanded service to the city of Delano. We offer services focusing on trauma, including intimate partner violence, domestic violence, sexual assault, human trafficking, child abuse, and homelessness.
Such heavy topics, and it's hard to believe that's happening right here in our hometown, but it is.
Yes.
It is.
Yeah, and over the last, just throughout this year, we've seen a number of domestic violence related incidents that have hit the news, and what we're really trying to do is just promote awareness and continue and make that be the cause to reduce domestic violence in our community.
Knowing that you're not alone, knowing to recognize the signs, because from what I hear is it happens slowly over time, and then it can get worse and worse, and so you may not realize what's happening until you're really there in the thick of it, and that's what tomorrow night is all about. Tell us about the vigil.
So tomorrow night is our light up vigil honoring survivors, remembering those that we have lost to domestic violence, and just standing for a community. So the highlight, a light for every story, is impacting every domestic violence story that we've all encountered, because we know that domestic violence, it affects the victim tragically. It goes into a survivor's healing journey, but it also affects the family and friends. It also affects service providers who are going and doing the first response work. And then when something tragic happens in our community, it affects the whole community.
It really does. So please come out tomorrow night. We want you there in person. If you can't make it in person, of course, we will be live streaming it on kget.com. But when we show up in person tomorrow, what do we bring with us? What can we expect?
So tomorrow we are encouraging the community, or those who come out, wear purple. Purple symbolizes that we stand against domestic violence. We have invited families, friends, service providers to bring photos if you want to remember someone, if you want to do an honorary board that kind of supports, or that does support survivors of domestic violence. And it's really to send that strong message to victims that there is a way out. So just come out. We'll have about 10 booths set up with community resources, because at some point in our community, all of us have our foot in this work to help survivors and victims.
And such beautiful work, such hard work. Thank you for doing it. Again, this is all happening here at the corner of 22nd and L Streets tomorrow night at 5:30.
Yes.
And you don't need to pre-register anything. Just come out in support and solidarity and know that nobody's alone. There is help available, and the Open Door Network can get you there.
Yeah.